Let's play high number toss.
Hey everybody, Mrs. Pingham's back with you again. I'm going to teach you another game today called High Number Toss. All you need is a dice. If you don't have a dice, I would suggest a deck of cards and you're going to use the digits 1 through 6 and just pull those out of your deck. Either way, it will work perfectly. So the object of the game of High Number Toss is to create the largest number possible, to be able to write it, to be able to read it, and identify whether or not your number is larger or smaller, greater or less, than the person you're playing against. So here are the directions of the game. So with high number toss, again, you're going to roll the dice 4 times. There is a place on the score sheet that I'll show you in a minute where you can take whatever number you get and record it in any spot you want. Again, the object is to try to write the largest number that you can. So if you rolled a 1, you certainly wouldn't want to put the 1 in the place on the left-hand side if you didn't have to. If it's the last roll and you've left the first place blank, you get stuck with what you get. The final roll, or whatever you choose to put in the furthest place over to the left, right, whatever you see it in the score sheet, because I'm looking at this backwards. My apologies for that. But the furthest place to the right on the score sheet is going to be how many zeros you get to record to make your final number. So let's take a look at how this works. So say, for example, this person rolled those numbers and they organized them in this order. They chose to have a 6 is the number of zeros. The other person chose to put only the 4 zeros there. So the ultimate number was 132 million versus 3,560,000. So the person with the 132 million would win. There's a place value sheet down here at the bottom to help you read those numbers once you get out to possibly a 9-digit number. So here's how the score sheet looks. You can play 3 rounds like this, but you can play as many rounds as you want. So let's go through the game. I get 4 tosses. My first number was a 1. I certainly don't want that to be how many zeros I get. I certainly don't want it to be my biggest number. So I'm going to stick it in the middle. Oh no, I rolled a 1 again. I'm going to put that in my 3rd spot. Hopefully I get something bigger now. Oh, awesome. I got a 6. I'm going to put that down as the number of zeros I want because that's going to make me have the largest number of places I possibly could get. And my final number is a 5. So this is the way that I would record my dice rolls. 5, 1, 1, 6. But now I need to turn it into what it actually would be in the correct place value with my commas. So this is what my number would turn into. I write the first 3 numbers. I add the correct number of zeros, in this case 6 of them. And then I need to make sure that I put my commas in the right spot. So I always like to go 1, 2, 3, dip. 1, 2, 3, dip. So I will put that down on the table so it's easier for me to write down. So I would get 511 million. Let's see what my partner would have gotten in their turn. 2. Again, I'm not going to put that in my first place because I have a 5 that I have. Oh, I got a 1. Oh, a 3. Pretty sure my partner wouldn't beat me. Oh, they did get 6 zeros though. So their number would end up being 321 million. And it would look like this. Let's do it if one person went at a time and see what would happen in that game. Okay, I got a 3. I'm going to stick that in the middle. My partner would go. They got a 2. They're probably going to want to put it in a different place than mine, just because if they were in the same place and the numbers ended up being all the same, they would not end up beating me. 4. I'm going to take a chance and put that in my 3rd spot, hoping for a 5 or a 6 in my last roll. Let's see what my partner got. They got a 4. they're going to stick theirs in the middle. Uh-oh, I got a 1. I'm not going to put that down as the number of zeros for right now. So I'm going to be stuck with wherever I place it. My partner got a 5. So right now, if the numbers were left just like this, 134 and 546, my partner would win. But it's the number of zeros that's going to determine how many places the number has. So mine's going to have 4 zeros. My partner's is going to have 5 zeros. So again, I would write my 3 numbers and then add on the number of zeros and then do the 1, 2, 3 dip in from the right to make sure that I get my commas in the right spot. My partner's going to get this number, 1, 2, 3 dip, 1, 2, 3 dip. So this is what our numbers end up looking like. 1,340,000 is my number. My partner's is 54,600,000. So they would have won this round. So after you decide how many rounds you want to play, count up how many times you won, count up how many times your partner won, and see who ultimately won the whole game. So again, you could do the same thing with the cards. You could flip, decide which place, flip, decide which place, flip, decide which place, and so forth. Once you make a determination of where you put your card number or your dice number, you can't change it after you've written it down. So that's the game, high number toss, to practice reading big numbers, writing big numbers, organizing it with correct place value and commas, and determining whose number is greater than the other. I hope that game helps you practice some big number reading and writing. Thanks for playing.
Here are the directions. Here is a score sheet sample. Thanks for watching. See you soon.